kind of Amazon am I running with? We're going to be doing bow through normal, and we're not respecking, so we're going to be doing bow in normal, then we're going to go hybrid in Nightmare and Hell. We're going to be Javazon / magic arrow multi-shot. You make the druid summoner do damage by deleting him and replacing him with a necromancer summoner. Harsh, but true. The necromancer summoner does do a ton more damage. And uses kind of similar things, and if he used the exact same things, he'd be a lot stronger. Yay, we found Flayer Jungle. Sweet, and we're about to level up again. One nice thing about this character. Let's see. Building a summon Necro 1 Golem Mastery Resist Max. Raise Skelly 8 away from Scaling Mastery. Which curse is better for CE, Amp, or Amplify? Straight up, Amp. And higher corpse explosion levels only increase the radius. Remember that. So once the radius is enough for you, don't bother raising it beyond that. I generally just put 1 point in corpse explosion and spend all the rest of my points into making sure that my minions are there and strong enough. Because usually you can pretty easily get +5 all skills on Necromancer relatively early. So you don't have to worry about it too much. You actually got a demon machine the other day. Depends on which demon machine you're talking about. The unique demon machine, yes. The demon machine elite bow, if you put the right things in it, I guess. Let's go ahead and get this going. I'm sorry, I'm getting slightly distracted by enemies real quick. And there is a shaman in there. Yeah, there he is. I'd kind of like rather get the waypoint first. But I don't think we're going to. I think we're getting the village here. Okay, get all that. Do I need healing potions? I'll throw one on him. And why is there a hair sticking out of my keyboard? That is very weird. Yeah, the unique is... Let's see... He still has a Grizzly just from personal preference. You've always been partial to Grizzly because its tankiness. Yeah, Grizzlies are... Even a 1-point Grizzly is good enough for Hell. I'm getting distracted and reading chat more than actually looking at my character. Let's go ahead and get a little bit more dexterity. We're going to need both eventually. Yeah, we'll do this real quick. Hi, it's going to spawn over here probably. There he is. Okay, let's read the chat real quick. He has a Grizzly from personal preference. You've always been partial to Grizzly because tankiness carried you whenever you were clueless. It's still tanky now. And something about Lawbringer. How good it is on a shapeshift druid. Yeah, Lawbringer is just a good sword in general. It's basically a Reaper's Toll for Act 5 mercenaries. But it's still fairly decent. And I have a feeling that goes back into the Spider Forest and we didn't have to go through Great Marsh. Oh, you found the... oh, crap. I'm trying to remember what it's called. Not Hellclap, is it? Is it Hellclap? There's a crossbow with hell in its name that is not what we're thinking of. And then there is a crossbow... And then there's a normal bow that has +2 skills. I think it's Hellclap. But yeah, it's kind of fun. You can actually do Fire Arrow with it on an Amazon for pretty decent effect. It can be okay on a bow source early on. Have they fixed Magic Arrow in Resurrected? Attack rating bonus doesn't actually work. I still think it doesn't actually work. It feels the same as in original LOD. Whether it is actually that way, I haven't tested it enough to be sure, but it feels the same. It feels like it hits about the same as what we'd expect. Hellcast, there we go. You didn't get the cap, you got the cast. Clap, you got the cast. There we go. Wow. The words, they come out of my face at a very slow pace. So let's see. Murder all of them. Let's see. Hell Rack, I think, is the crossbow one I was thinking of. Neither of them is, like, amazing, but, I mean, they are good for what they are. They are far from the worst bows you will come across. And I probably should have put up a town portal scroll closer to that, because I'm going to have to go back there anyway. That's going to be as close as we have. Oh, the old school guided arrow that would pierce and knock things back? Yeah, that was a very powerful build. I missed that build. I need mana. No, you don't. You just need to shoot more things. And yeah, the multi-shot is semi-useful still. And we do have a mana leech to help out a little bit. You can't stand bow Amazon. It's just so weak later compared to most. Depends on what you got. Compared to, like, for crowd control, yeah, the Javazon just wins out. For bosses, if you're wanting to stay out of range or you don't have, like, really good resist stuff, I'd actually prefer the Bowazon. But if you have good enough resist, then yeah, you have charge strike. But the Faith Strafer is actually really strong and really dangerous. Am I going to craft hit power gloves? Maybe. I'm kind of on the fence about it because I would rather have increased attack speed, but I don't necessarily need it. And knockback would be nice if I was using just strictly bow. It becomes less useful the more I get into Nightmare in Hell because I'm going hybrid.
I need mana.
Just murder everything, please. Thank you. We actually ran out of stamina there. That's kind of sad. So this might be the waypoint. Please let this... Yay, it's the waypoint. Nice. Prefer the Bowazon over Java at bosses. No. I prefer it whenever I have bad resists at bosses. You gotta listen to the whole sentence. This hybrid setup is... It's going to be multi-shot and charge strike. And lightning strike. But you gotta... Bow is better if you have really crap resists. Because Lightning Fury does absolute shit versus bosses. It's god-awful. But, it's actually... Let's see, do I actually want to use that? Yeah, it's going to be better than that. Let's see, Physical Bowazon only works with max dexterity. No, it doesn't. The max dexterity doesn't actually add that much. Especially if you have the right gear for it. Because you're going to be running Fortitude and a Faith Bow, which means that you are not going to be really feeling that extra dexterity. You're going to have Vitality instead. You have a Glass Cannon Bowazon that keeps things spicy. One shot from anything pretty much kills you. Negative resistance across the board. Ouch! Charge Strike ain't better than max charged up Assassin. I haven't. It depends on what kind of assassin you're talking about. Still having trouble conceptualizing your bow and jab plan? Feel like you might get to a point in hell where your life becomes quite challenging? It shouldn't be. Because we're going to be using... This is going to be our bow, which we're going to be using for multi-shot, which is our room sweeper. And then we're going to use this with charge strike to actually take down bosses and stuff like that. I mean, I've beaten hell with these starter javelins, so... I think having a better javelin might give us a better chance. Okay, so trade. Is this going to be worth selling? Yep. Let's see. So you're in a situation with your Javazon where you can't progress because you don't have Infinity. You don't need Infinity. Use lower resist wand. Need another skill to help out with lightning immunes. If you're pure javelins, jab is going to be your main thing, and then you're going to be using... I don't know what Kelvin you're talking to, Kelvin. I don't think there's another Kelvin here. I don't see another Kelvin. Unless we have live chat that I'm missing or something. Plus 20 martial arts skill for the win, no contest. What skill would you recommend for a two-handed spears on? For a two-handed spears on? I still need to do my Fend video. It feels a little bit better, but I still don't recommend it. Probably Lightning Strike and Charge Strike. Lightning Strike for crowds, Charge Strike for melee. What is a good javelin? T-Stroke is decent. Pretty much all the unique Amazon javelins are good. Jab equals not doing anything. Depends on which javelins you got. But yeah, jab just gets you started. Anyway, back to Flayer Jungle. We got the waypoint, right? Yeah. So let's go ahead and go through them. If I do need to do a Fend video, I'm just trying to decide on what kind of setup I want to show it off on. It's still better with a shield and javelin than it is with an actual spear, which kind of disappoints me. But it feels better than it did in vanilla. So, I mean, that is a plus. But yeah, the javelin you start with is actually not a bad thing because it's 1 gold to repair. I 100% use that a little bit longer than I should 90% of the time. It's just level 5 jab and your run of the +2 skiller jabs. I mean, usually by the time you get to hell, you'll have found at least a decent rare or something like that. Let's see. I'm just hoping we don't get the undead boys, because they could get a little bit irritating. But I think we can just get through. Oh, we got in undead boys. Hi. Just praying and praying into the dark. Let's go ahead and duck down here. I'll catch up to chat in just a second. Ow! Mercenary, please do your thing. Which is absorbing all the damage these guys do. Let's see. How exactly was the old Fend bugged? Basically, the way Fend worked is... Ow, ouch! I need to actually pay semi-attention here. Let's see. I'm going to need to duck through there real quick. And, oh, more of you. Hey, mercenary, stop humping walls and go kill these guys. Good job. For new players, I would say, yeah, probably want to skip the bow. You can. There's plenty of starter builds that use the bow. But for new players, I would generally avoid the bow. Yeah, basically in the original version, Fend, if your character dodged or evaded or any of the Amazon passive skills, these right here, if you used any of those, every hit after that would miss. So just a second dealing with that. No, I'm not gonna use respecs on this character. I'm gonna go bow in normal, and then I'm gonna switch over to hybrid in Nightmare in Hell. Bow will help us deal with some immunities, but it's not going to be like the answer to everything. The fact that we have Bariza is what's going to be the answer to everything. I was hoping they would get the message in that I wasn't acknowledging their nonsense. But they did not, so they acknowledged it in a timeout that I may or may not remove later. So let's see. But yeah, for new players, I would say skip the bow. Bow's a bit more complicated. Javelins are just straightforward stab stuff. No, he likes his berries so much he became a dingle. Let's go ahead and just shoot everything. Chat is not so fast moving that I can't actually take a moment to stop and deal with stuff like that. So, ouch, you bastards. It hurts. Okay, let's see. Do I need... yeah, we'll go ahead and get better healing potion at least. So the question is, which direction is the right direction? Hi, big guys. Either direction is going to be XP, though, so I think we're fine. Yeah, we get them every now and then. There's some people get butthurt over the weirdest things, too. So we've gotten a few people who just get angry about everything. Oh, mercenary, why are you such an idiot? God damn it. Well, we are trapped in here now. Oh, lovely. That was a teleport that I didn't need. Hey, we got sparking mail. Sweet. And you get to die. I shoved healing potions in his face. It didn't do anything. He took them and didn't drink them. And we will take the mana potions, of course. Do we not have another mana potion? No, but we do have a healing potion. There's another mana potion. So let's go ahead and go revive him. Yeah, bows, the thing that is the big problem with bows is that unless you have one lined up, once you get to Nightmare and Hell difficulty, they're not going to keep up in damage. You have to go elemental bow or just hope. Yeah, Javazons are able to punch stuff pretty hard. Like, really freaking hard. Because they're not equipment dependent. They are basically casters that focus through a stabby bit.
Good evening.
He only wants the grape juice. Yeah. I will eventually have to switch over to full rejuves to keep him alive. Do I want to bother using that on him? I don't really. But I do want to see what it looks like on me. Oh, that's the wrong button. Oh yeah, I have it disabled. Options, controls. Discard the changes. I don't know what changes it was trying to do there, but I don't need that. Zoom. Save custom. Yes. Apply. Do we look cool in that? Sort of. I still think we look better like this with just like the solid white armor. We will eventually do starter builds for bows and stuff like that too. I just wanted to get Javazons out of the way first because, well, they are a little bit more reliable, especially for new players. So let's go ahead and throw the Neff over here. We don't get anything new. And we go back down. Yeah, this is Act 3. Basically, we're just going through and cleaning up all the body parts that have been strewn about. Why they've been strewn about? Well, because MacGuffins. We are eating ourselves a lot of MacGuffin muffins. Yeah, the Saigon set actually looks good on most characters. Looks a little weird on the Necro. But other than that, I'm usually pretty happy with it. Hi, guys. How you doing? Just don't go hugging things, Mercenary, and you'll be fine. Oh, yeah. We are most of the Saigon set. We don't have the shield on us. I could transfer it over for the Javelin half, though. You like the look of the chainmail better, but yeah, well, there are other chainmails that do look a little bit better than that, in my opinion, but chainmail is not an ugly armor on pretty much any of the characters, really. There are some, like, quirks that you might not like, but like the color of some characters' pants. Other than that, usually it's not too ugly. Some of the light armors look a little crap, and I think most of the plate armors, or even chain and up, generally look halfway decent with their aesthetic, at least. Get rid of you. I do like that our magic arrow pretty much just one-shots a lot of these things. And yeah, we do want the set bonus regardless. Screams Valkyrie. Yeah, I can see that. Of course, I've also had, like, the solid red Valkyries, too. Which is a thing. In we go. To the northwest corner of hell. Okay. So he should be, yeah, he's in there. Let me kill his little friends first. There you are. You may be magic resistant, but you're not this kind of magic resistant. And there's the little one. Ouch. Nothing great from that. I don't need bolts. I need brains.